It's Friday, August 10th, 2012, and you're watching The OS. Welcome to The OS, the show that aims to provide a diverse range of news and information on consumer technology. This year has been a great year for software makers as more and more people are looking for the latest and greatest in their next gadget. Software companies have been looking to enhance features, improve the UI, and most importantly, convince consumers that it's their product they want. But not all changes are welcome, as software giant Microsoft is finding out the hard way via social media. Reactions to their new Windows 8 operating system has been kind of a mixed bag. While some see the changes as okay, others are fleeing for alternatives. To give his experiences on that and a little bit of consumer insight, here's Rowe from Technocove.
Hey everyone, this week is all about Windows. Last Friday, Microsoft said it was phasing out the name for its typographically based UI known as Metro. Metro is at the heart of the Windows 8 experience with the new start screen. Now many people haven't liked Metro because it's something new and they miss the start menu, but I don't see the issue with the start menu going away. When I was using Windows 7, most of everything that I used was pinned down to the super bar. And a lot of people don't like it because it's something new, but Microsoft is trying to unify all of its services between Windows 8 and Windows Phone and the Xbox experience. And the user interface formerly known as Metro will be the way to do that. So I'd love to hear about what you guys have to say about Metro down in the comments. Also, shifting gears for a second, this past Tuesday, the App Hub, which is now renamed to the Windows Phone Dev Center, came back online, more robust and more fast than ever, with the ability to start submitting apps for Windows 8. In-app purchases will also be a part of Windows Phone 8, and based on the App Hub, they will not be coming to Windows Phone 7. So a lot of people are feeling jilted by that. So I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about Windows Phone not getting in-app purchasing, as well as some other few things. My name is Aaron, and I thank you for watching this segment, and I will see you next time.
Thanks, Aaron. Windows 8 is certainly different than the previous versions of Windows. While it is human nature to be unaccepting of change, it's perfectly reasonable not to enjoy those changes when they negatively affect your workflow and general usability. Which one is Windows 8? Let us know in the comments below how you feel. Once in a while, tech news surfaces prematurely in the form of a leak from an unknown source. While in most cases information leaked this way is untrue, it is sometimes hard to determine what is fact from fiction when the leak comes from the actual source itself. Don't know what I'm talking about? I'll let Timmy from Android Task Force explain more.
Hey guys, this is Timmy, and I wanted to start out today by talking about Galaxy Note 2. Samsung Pakistan recently posted a picture on their Facebook page, which has now been removed, but they were talking about a Galaxy Note. They said, picture perfect view made even more perfect with the Galaxy Note. Now here's the catch. They didn't post the Galaxy Note. They posted some rendering that looks like some pre-rendering of the Galaxy S3, what the internet basically thought it was going to be. They posted the image twice, first calling it the Galaxy S3, and then reposting it with the caption of the Galaxy Note. Either someone is not really thinking at Samsung, or this really is the next Galaxy Note. I wouldn't say it's official, because the same picture has gone around the internet with the Galaxy S3 before it released, so I would take this rumor with a grain of salt. The next thing I wanted to talk about today was a pretty big announcement from Samsung. Well, it wasn't really an announcement, it was more of a kind of an attack, if you will. Samsung basically called the iPhone embarrassing. They called the difference between their devices, the difference is heaven and earth. Samsung's mobile leader J.K. Shin, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, decided to open his mouth and say his wonderful opinion on the iPhone. Now, Samsung really hasn't copied Apple. When everybody talks about UX, they lean against the iPhone. The iPhone has become the standard. That's how things are already. Do you remember our Omnia? When you compare the 2007 version with their iPhone, can you honestly say the Omnia is better? If you compare our UX with the iPhone, the difference is heaven and earth. That's what I got this week. Leave your comments below on, do you think Samsung should have said that? Or do you think they're just really just adding fuel to the fire? Thanks guys for watching.
Thanks, Timmy. You know, he could have said a lot of different things to try to differentiate his products from Apple. I'm not entirely sure this is the best thing. With the evidence being presented in this court case, there are a lot of similarities between these two products, and memos and other types of information that have been brought to court in the last couple days isn't really helping Samsung's case. Of course, there are still lots of people that think that Samsung's phones have no influence at all from the iPhone. Not really sure how they feel that way, but if you're one of those people, please leave us a comment below and explain. Among the changes coming into the tech industry lately, iOS 6 is going to be debuting this fall with the release of the new iPhone, presumably. I've been using iOS 6 for the last few months, and I gotta say, it feels like a really good improvement. Andy from the WolfPack has also been using iOS 6. and he's here to give us a quick demonstration on some of his favorite features.
Hey, this is Andy from the WolfPack, the AT&T fan page. Welcome to the second week of the OS. This week, I'm going to be getting into iOS 6 beta. I've been rocking this for about a month now. So I'm going to show you some of the greatest features of iOS 6. So let's get into it right now. Alright, so let's go over a few of my favorite options of iOS 6. The first one should be coming up here, and that would be here. Oh wow, there's no camera there. You have a phone there. So you can slide that up. You can reply with a message or tell the phone to remind you later. I'm going to reply with a message, and I do that there. And I can customize these messages to whatever I want. And I'm going to say, what do you want? I'm busy. Send that off. Sends a text off to them. And then they get a text telling them, hey, I was busy. That's why I didn't answer your call. But I wasn't using a cell phone here, and I was using my home phone number, and I don't want you to see my home phone number there, so I'm covering that up. So now let's go into my other favorite option, and that would be the Do Not Disturb option. Now, to set this up correctly, you have to go into Notifications, and you go to Do Not Disturb, and you can set it up to wherever you want it at night. I have it set from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m., and it only allows calls from my favorites, or it allows repeated calls or a second call from the same person within 3 minutes. So if it's just a wrong number, they're probably not going to call you back a second time. Now, the other thing it stops is apps from notifying you, and that is just wonderful. I'm not getting woke up in the middle of the night with apps or Facebook or whatever. Or if I'm going into a meeting, I can actually set it manually. And then you can see the little moon option that sits up there on the taskbar. And that's a great option if you're going into a meeting. So, those are some of my favorite options of iOS 6.
Thanks, Andy. You know, the beta has had a lot of bugs in its previous, but that's because it's a beta. We're all testing it, and it's for developers only. The last few updates have taken care of a lot of those bugs, and it really does feel like a great improvement in functionality. Got any opinions on the stories we covered today? Share your thoughts with a comment below. If you like the show and want to help us grow, go ahead and hit the subscribe button up top, and give us a thumbs up with the button below. And that's it for this week's OS. Check us out every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time for some more news and information on today's tech world. Thanks for watching.